Hi, my name is Kartar'S Interview. I am the Near Neighbours Community Regeneration Worker for the West End in Leicester. My host organisation is the Church of the Martyrs, which is central to the West Coats ward. Well, currently I've just finished the baseline report for my area, and I've verified the findings of that. It's looking at what are the key issues for local residents, what are the key concerns raised in the neighbourhood, and the key faith partners and community partners, what have they raised. And the three things that really came out from that were, one, that there was an issue around crime and antisocial behaviour, which matched the statistics for the area from the police. Also, there was a poor living environment. This fitted in with the demographics of the area, also the references that were found through the census data about high deprivation in the area, high levels of people, high population density, lots of people in houses, houses being not well maintained, obviously lots of terraced houses, often lots of them being rented out, not being maintained very well, litter, graffiti, fly tipping being a very big issue in the area, and green spaces were very small and based around the edges of the area, so were not being used as efficiently or as best as possible, often being full of litter, which is always a concern for residents, or being places for antisocial behaviour, being a hotspot in that sense. And I think the last thing that was really affecting the area was a lack of sense of community, having a strong transient population, not just through the students for De Montfort University in the area. There were also lots of people on short-term lettings, which almost made the community feel it was quite fragmented, lots of pockets of different communities in the area. We've got an emerging Eastern European community, a small Hindu community, a small Muslim and small Sikh community, and a moderate-sized white British community, part of it being Christian, part of it being non-faith. And so these were sort of the issues identified, and sort of talking with local people and discussing what I'd found, a lot of people agreed with what I'd said. They said, it's very much our area, this is what we see on the ground, this is what the issues are affecting us, and everyone has been very clear in that these three issues were the key issues from the area. From that, it's been discussing with local people about what they really think would be good in the area, developing project ideas based on what they want rather than me coming up with ideas and telling them this is what they need. And some of the residents have actually been quite keen in getting things moving off the ground. One of the things that are happening right now is a community lights festival based at the local school. And this is simply about bringing different communities in together to celebrate Diwali having just gone, Bundy Shaw, the Sikh Festival of Light, and Advent coming up, and linking it with Interfaith Week. The fact that all of these festivals were coming together and all of them relating to light is bringing the community together in that sense and actually having a visual representation of that. So that's something that's happening very shortly, and the school is very keen to being involved in it, and I do believe it has lots of support from the community. If we look at the history of the area, traditionally there were many community groups and lots of activity which died out about 5 years ago, where simply everything just ended, community action simply just dropped. And speaking to some of the activists that have been there since, they've said that it's one of the things that was really needed was having some sort of activity which got the community back together and a real sense of neighbourhood. So that's one of the projects that have been developed. Two of the other projects that are in the pipeline, one is about creating a welcome pack or an engagement pack for new members into the area. This is simply about connecting them with the life of the area, the life of the community, but also key services in the area so that they're not isolated, so people coming in can connect with the community, what's available, and be a part of the area and start giving the neighbourhood a real sense of identity. So creating a pack for new members of the community is something that's being developed, working with some of the local partners in the area. One of the other ones is actually creating either a book or a video or a film about the area and how different communities have developed. Being a transient area, it's had lots of influence over the past, going historically from World War II, Eastern European communities coming into the area, to more recent years as communities have developed, how that's changed, also how there's been key things in the area that have stayed the same. So that's sort of an overview of what's happening in the area. Mainly bringing people together, creating a sense of community, but tackling some of the real environmental and crime issues that are in the area. Well, I think this area of work has really been a real part of me, a part of who I am, a part of my vision in life. Having trained and studied as a lawyer, I always had the vision that alongside this I would have a community life of giving back, and it relates a lot to my faith and my upbringing about serving others, helping others and making the world around you a better place. I've always seen that as being a part of my life vision. I always felt that working with communities was not just about helping the people around you, but also connecting with them really on a neighbourhood level, understanding the people around you, what their inspirations were, what their needs were, and actually helping them. And I think part of that relates to my own faith. In Sikhism, we're very much about doing seva being selfless service, and helping the world around you, helping people around you, and not being judgmental, not being particular of just supporting the Sikh community. It's about seeing need and seeing all the people as human beings and helping them, but also recognizing that there are many people who are different from you, who have different beliefs and different values and different heritages, and it's still respecting that, but also seeing the commonalities that we share. I think this has always been a passion of mine, working with faith communities, working with people of no faith, and seeing the connectivities on a real human level, and actually just bringing people to work together. I think that's probably the driving force behind why I've gone into this line of work. Why I joined the Nay Neighbours programme was, it was just the perfect opportunity for this. It was bringing together community regeneration and recognising the contributions of faith and the value and inspiration that faith brought, and it was bringing these two worlds together in a way that was organic and natural, but also use the benefit of both to actually make an even stronger impact in the area. And I think that's why the Nay Neighbours programme that's why I'm here. In terms of my work, the Nehemiah Foundation has been really quite central to it. Using their wealth of regeneration experience, they've actually provided a structure and framework for real engagement within the community, working with the communities, and provided and helped supply tools to support that work. It's been very good in providing one-to-one, very practical support on the ground, tailored to what we need in our area, but it's also been very good at providing us wider skills and not just specifically focused on regeneration, but providing a whole package and range of skills to the work. I think their experience and the wealth of knowledge that they bring have been key to the success of my work so far, and I think it is really a valuable and worthwhile organisation in what it's actually delivered and how it's actually really helped not just myself but the national team, created that sense of national team, using that national resource but also providing very local on the ground support. So it's not just about our area, it's about learning from all the other areas around the country, and I think that's been one of the key successes of it, is the fact that it works on a multi-level basis on the ground, regionally and nationally. So each of our areas has a local worker, myself being for the West End. We have a regional team, so we have Team Leicester, and then we have a national team, and then we have partners and other stakeholders who are then all being connected through the Nehemiah Foundation. And that is probably the best thing about them, is they provide fantastic training, support, and a real sense of community and a real sense of regeneration, passion.